Right. Jam, everyone. Um, how do I even start? So let me just start by saying hello, everyone, and welcome to my stream. And yeah, also you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever, and yeah, it's really a proud moment for me. Yeah, so I have actually had this in mind about the plans around, you know, doing a live stream where it's going to be a really educative one. All right, so where we get to build things together and do a lot of amazing stuff together, and we're learning and impacting um knowledge into each other, and right. Finally, I'm on my first live stream, and yeah, I think it's a win for me already. So W's in the chat. All right, yeah, W's in the chat, maybe from me. Yeah, so here you're all welcome. Um, whenever, whatever time you are watching this stream, whether as a replay or whichever, or you're joining live, right? You're welcome, and I'm glad you're here. My name is Julius. I'm a network and system security enthusiast, and yeah, I have been in this field for uh quite some number of days. So days could span across years, could span across months. So I just leave that as that. Right. So yeah, I've actually been in learning in this field for about a year now. Right, a year plus. That's more than a year now. Right, it's going to 2 years, and the journey has been amazing. Journey has been amazing, and yeah, that's why I am no starting this stream so I can share what I've learned, and maybe you can even get people to collaborate and share what we have learned with others too. And that's actually the long term plan of this stream, and that's the long term goal of this stream, to get bring in professionals, industry professionals, and even enthusiasts who are really good at this, enthusiasts who know their onions. So I want to bring everyone, not like everyone at the go, right? But it's going to be something whereby we invite people to come and come and share knowledge. That's just the basic goal of this channel and of this stream, just to share knowledge. So there's a lot going on in the IT world. There's a lot to uncover, and that's what I want to share with everyone, most especially not most especially, actually, just everyone. Actually, we're not excluding everyone. We're not excluding any category, whether you're just starting out or whether you're already in the field, and you just want to do something where everyone can learn. So that's just the basic goal of this channel, and of every live stream we'll be having on this channel. So yeah, once again, you're welcome. Grab your cup of coffee, and let's delve into this. Right. So yeah, this is our very first stream, and today we're not doing something too something too big, something magnanimous. No, so we just want to take it brick by brick. All right. Especially for those who have little or no knowledge at all about the field of cybersecurity, or the field of computer networking, or even network security as a niche. Right. So we want to take it, step by step. Want to take it, want to break it in bits. Right. Want to break it into bits. So whoever is going to join this stream will be able to follow up with wherever we are building. Right. So that's just the goal. All right. So today we'll be working on just a simple network, something very basic. Right. It's going to be we'll be building a simple office network, right? So sometimes or most times referred to as a SOHO network, SOHO. So that's what we'll be working on today. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. Let's just see how far we can go. Let's see what we can touch. And yeah, so let's just get into it, right? I'm really excited to start this, and I'm so happy. I won't lie, I'm so happy. And no, God helping me, this is going to be a recurring thing, more like a weekend thing. So every weekend we're going to have a stream like this. And yeah, let's just vibe and catch fun, right? So you can drop your comments in the comment section, and let's get into it. Right. So yeah, for our home network, right? So we'll be doing this with Cisco Packet Tracer. Right. So Cisco Packet Tracer is it's a free tool which Cisco has provided for people who have interest in learning and simulating network environments, right? So it's a free tool. Use it for CCNA preparation, and it's basically applicable to many certification preparation you might want to um so many certification examinations you might want to prepare for. So Cisco Packet Tracer actually offers a lot. It's lightweight, and there's no much of load or stress on your hardware resources. So it's really good, and it's beginner friendly. And you don't need to download router image files to set up and all of that. Everything is prepared for you already. So that's why it's considered beginner friendly, and it's also offered free by Cisco. So that's what we'll be using for a start. And along the line, when we keep when we progress, right? So we're going to deal with more sophisticated and advanced tools or simulation environments. We have Event engine planned as like one of the top advanced tools we can use for network simulation. So we have that in plan. But as for now, we'll be making use of Cisco Packet Tracer. So yeah, let me just bring my screen up. Let me share my screen. All right, so here's our Cisco Packet Tracer environment. All right, it's it's not so difficult to navigate, right? We have our modules here, right, and we have some functions here. That's just it. All right. Oh, sorry, I said modules. Yeah, we have our nodes actually. So these are different nodes we can make use of. So we have our nodes here, and we have some functions we can make use of here. All right. So let me just start out by drawing what we aim to achieve in this stream. All right. So first, want to set up our physical network topology. Then we go to configure our network. Let me just say network configuration. Network configure. And under the network configuration, we'll be setting up, starting with host name. All right, then we'll proceed to set up banner, set up secret. Then we'll configure our lines. That's going to be our console and VTY. So proceed to set up okay, IP address. So sign IP address. Then after that we do what's next. Okay, yeah, we can configure our SSH. All right. Then after SSH, network testing. I think that's usual. All right. So I think this actually answers for a basic network. All right. It's nothing too complex, and it's something everyone can follow. Something everyone can follow up with. All right. So in order to start this, yeah. Also, I have no, I have a guide we'll be following from here, right? So this is just AI generated. It's nothing too serious, so it's just a configuration guide, and yeah, we might be coming into this later, but for now, let me just keep it. Right. So now the first thing we want to do is we want to set up our physical network topology. Right. So like I said, it's going to be we are basically setting up a network for a small office, right? So well, routers could be optional, but I'll be making use of a router. I'll be making use of a router, and I'll be making use of a switch. All right. So we have a router, we have a switch, then we can have multiple hosts. All right. So these are the end devices we'll be using here. All right. So let's just say this office has just four. Okay, let's just say five. All right. So for the purpose of this stream, all right, so we won't be going into VLAN setup because I want us to take it bit by bit. All right, so we'll be configuring these devices to just want to picture that okay they all connect under a single network and there's no segmentation within this network, so it's going to be pretty straightforward. All right, so next thing we can come here to select our cable. I know from networking, we have two major type of cables in connecting all of these devices. Though there are several others, but the major ones are the straight through and the crossover. All right, and for the purpose of devices are different devices in the network, right? We'll be using a straight through cable, so copper straight through cable. So I'll be connecting through these gigabit Ethernet 0/0 ports to my switch gigabit Ethernet 0/1. All right, then I can connect my switch to my end devices, or I'm connecting my end devices to my switch. Right, so those are my PCs. I'm connecting them to my switch. So I'm connecting through the fast Ethernet cable. Fast Ethernet port, sorry. Okay. So here's our simple topology. All right. So here's our simple setup. Right. So we have a total of five laptops, one switch, and one router. So which makes it a total of 7 nodes, right? So I think this satisfies a small office. I think we can even go further to add things like printer and all. Right. But let's just focus on this for the purpose of this stream. All right. So let's just focus on this. I think this is simple enough. All right. So now we can now go into configuring our router. All right. So I'm now going to our router configuration. All right. So all I just need to do is to come to my router. my Cisco router 2911. Right, so my router is actually on, so I don't need to do anything in this interface. Also, I don't need to add any modules, as all of the modules, the presets or the default module that are in this router, they actually satisfy what we need for the purpose of this setup. Right, to satisfy everything we need for the purpose of the setup. So all we just need to do is come to our CLI. So from the CLI is where we are now going to configure our router. All right. So would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? I'll say no. All right. So yeah. So here is my router. All I just need to do from here is to enable. Right. So en means enable. I can go as far as writing it as enable. So it's still same thing, but I prefer just using en. Still, it basically serves same purpose. Right. So that's taking me from privilege mode. Right, that's taking me to my privilege mode. So from here I can now go to my global configuration mode. To go to my global configuration mode, I can now say configure terminal. Right, so also same way I had to shorten my enable. Yeah, right, I can do same for my configuration configure terminal too, and just say, oh, conf t. Right, so it's just there's a lot of there's a lot of shortening or abbreviations that is allowed in our Cisco iOS, right? So in our router iOS, you can do a lot of abbreviation instead of writing the whole full this thing. All right, so here I am now in my global configuration mode, right? So what's next for me is to set up um my router. So I'll start with host name, just like we have listed out here, right? So I want to come here and say, oh, host name. Host name, my host name is going to be let's say choose net, right? So you can see after setting my host name, right, my router name, which was initially router here, has been changed to choose net, right? So next thing I want to set up is my banner. So banner motd, which basically means message of the day, right? So banner motd, I want to say, oh, my message is going to be, oh, out of bound to unauthorized as right. I don't know if this makes sense, but okay, before that, let me just come and say, oh, uh, welcome to ChooseNet. Right, this network is out of bound. Yeah, right. So I have set my banner. The next thing is to set up my secret. So my secret is basically the password I'll use or that will be used whenever an active login wants to be made into this router. Right, so I can just come and say, oh, enable secret, and I say secret is going to be password at 123. Right, so I have my host name set, my banner set, and my secret set. So I can just come and save this with do write memory. Right, so I have saved my configuration. The next thing I can proceed to is setting up my lines. Right, so from my global configuration mode, I can now go to, oh, line console 0. Right, so we have just a single console port on our router, so that's why we have console 0. Then I can say, oh, password Cisco, right, login. I'm good with my console port, right? Can exit this. Then I can proceed to my V2Y line. So this I'm going to say 0 to 4, which means, oh, I'm opening just 5 ports, right? So which means a total number of 5 people can be actively can actively SSH into this router at a time, right? So once it exits 5, the sixth person or the sixth user trying to access this router will not be able to gain access, because the whole V2I port, which is used for the SSA or telnet, is going to be occupied. So the V2I basically means virtual teletype ports, right? So it's going to be occupied. So I'm leaving just 5 ports open for this, and I'll just say proceed and say, oh, password. Let me just use Cisco for this also, and I'll do login. So my console and V2I lines are now active, so I can just save my configuration again. Right, so next we want to do from here is to assign IP address. Right, so what IP address should we assign to this? So we just be picking, there's no proper plan, or there's no proper calculations that is being put into this. So it's just know a free will configuration. So I'll just do 192.168.10.0, right? This is going to be my IP address. And this is going to be my IP address, right? So for this, yeah, what I want to configure now is this interface gigabit 0/0 interface. So I need to configure it inside my router and assign an IP address to it. So I just come here and say interface. So I can say interface, or I can just say int gig 0/0, right? So I'm inside this interface now. I can now assign IP address 192.168.10.1. So I can't assign dot zero to it, because the zero is going to be the broadcast address. So I'll just use dot one and assign my, so this is my subnet. So I have an IP address assigned to this port already. So if I come to over on this, you can see under my, when I over on the router, um come up. Okay, so when I hover on the router, you can see the gigabit interface, gigabit internet 0/0 port, right? So it has an IP address assigned to it already. So next thing I want to do is, right now this interface is currently down. That's why we have this yellow arrow. You can see the rest are green, 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 but this is red. Sorry. So I can now say, oh, no shot, right? So changing the interface to no shots means the interface state is going to be changed to an active state, right? So from here I can do write memory, right? So I've configured my IP address for this router and for this particular interface, right? So we have fulfilled um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So before we go to assign IP address, okay, we have assigned IP address. Yeah, we're seeing in the bracket, right? So we assigned IP address to this interface. So next thing is to assign IP address to our end devices, right? So we have different ways which you can do it, right? You can do either through our DHCP, or we can do a static IP addressing, right? But for the purpose of this class, we are going to do static, right? So we're going to do, oh, that's the purpose of this class, sorry. For the purpose of this stream, we're going to be doing a static IP addressing, right? So all I just need to do is select on whichever end device I want to configure. So as I select on this, I come to my IP configuration. Then you can see, oh, for my IP configuration, I have option of DHCP static. So we're going with static. So I can now do uh 192.168.10.2, since we have assigned one to this, right? So this is going to be 2, right? Subnet mask, I'll leave it at default. Then my default gateway is going to be this 192.168.10.0, right? So if I come If I come to my command prompt now to try to communicate with this router, I just need to do is ping 192.168.10.1, right? So you can see communication is possible here, right? So a total of 4 packets was sent and total of 4 packets was received. There was no lost packets, which means the communication between this laptop and this router is possible, right? So there's a mistake here, 192, right? So that's for my router. Let me just name this Juice Net, right? So I can come to my second laptop and do the same. But before we even do this, let's see. Without configuring our IP address, how does communication, or what does communication look like between this laptop and this router? So I just come to command prompt. Now let me try and ping. Let me try and ping the router. Let me try and ping this router without configuring the IP address for my laptop. Ping 192.168.10.1. Right. Well, I think I can sleep and wake up. So we have request timed out, which means there's no communication in place, or there's no proper um, setup in place for these two for this network, right? For this laptop in this network. So the laptop cannot communicate with this router yet. You can see a total of 4 packets were sent and a total was of 0 was received by these laptops, right? Which means there's a loss of 4. That's 100% loss, which means there's absolutely no communication between these two devices. Okay. So, all right. So now let me just configure my IP address for this device at 192.168.10.3. So what's going to be our gateway for for this PC? Does anyone want to answer from the comments? Don't worry, it's just our first stream. So we just keep that. All right. So this is going to be also 192.168.10.0. Right. So yeah, when I said this, now let me come and ping it again. If I run the same ping, right? So you can see communication is not possible, right? So total of 4 packets were sent, total of 4 was received, and there was no lost packet, which means yes, our um our PC cannot connect or cannot communicate with our router. So let me just quickly set all of these up. So it's going to be 92.168.10 dot is 1234.4. 192.168.10.0. So I think I should just copy this. Right. So let me just confirm. Ping 92.168.10. So now with this, I can actually, it's not only the router I can ping, right? I can communicate with every other device that are connected under this gateway address. Under this same gateway address, the gateway address of 192.168.10.0. I can communicate with every other device that's that under that same gateway address. So I can just say, oh, now instead of pinging my router, I want to ping maybe this laptop one, this first laptop we have here. So this one carries 192.168.10.2, right? Yeah, this is 1, this is 2. Right, I can ping this, and you can see communication is successful, right? Communication is successful. So which means our configuration is good. When it comes to this, so this is going to be .6, right? So this is good too. This is going to be .7, .7, right? So that means we're good, right? So all the devices or all the nodes in this network can now communicate, right? All of them can now communicate with each other. Okay, so I think I should do something. Edit preferences, font. So I just want to increase the text of this. Apply. Okay, I think it looks better now because of everyone streaming online. All right, so it's the quality might be dropping. So let me just increase this here. I think it's okay like this. Right. All right. So now we have assigned IP address to all of the nodes in this network. Right. So next thing we want to do is configure our SSH. Right. So we need to come back to our router, right? Because the SSH configuration will be done from our router. So I can just exit. Right. So now in this global configuration mode, I want to come back to my line VTY 04. Right. Now in my line VTY, I need to do some settings that will enable my SSH. So let me bring this up. Right. So for our SSH, right. So first thing I'll need to do is set my transport input SSH. Right. So these are set the default communication type for this line VTY is going to be SSH, right? So instead of telnet or telnet and SSH, so we're using strictly SSH. Yeah. All right. So next thing we'll now want to do is um let me just to write memory. Um okay. Okay, yeah. So do write memory, then I can exit. Right. So from here I now want to configure a domain name for my SSH, right? So in order for the SSH login to be possible, to configure a domain name for my SSH. So let me just adjust this. Okay. So yeah, this is what we have. Right. So from here, I can now want to say, okay, IP domain name. And I'll say, oh, choose net dot local. Right. That's going to be my domain name for this network. And I want to say username. Username is going to be admin and privilege 15. Then secret is going to be admin. I should use admin one, two. Yeah, let's use admin 1, 2, 3. That's quite straightforward. Then I do crypto generate RSA. All right. Sorry, crypto key. So I missed that part. Crypto key generates RSA. Then I'll use 1024. All right. So after that, I can now do IP SSH version 2, right? I Okay, line VTY 04, and I do okay, login local, right? Um, transport. I've said this before, but just to do it again, SSH, then do write memory. Then with this, right, can just exit, right? So now, in order for me to test if my SSH configuration is correct, I can just come to any of these device, right? So in case of no, those who doesn't know how SSH works, right? So SSH is just that it's just communication, or how do I classify it? Is that connection port that allows us to gain access another into a device from another device, right? So for example, all of the configurations I did inside this router with my SSH, I can easily configure my router from any of these PC, right? And that's what we want to try now. So in order to access our or to try out our SSH now, you can now say SSH login admin and do 192.168.10.1, right? So it's asking for my password. So here is where I now put in my SSH password, right? So my password is did admin 123, right? So this has brought me to my router. I remember we configured this banner on our router, right? This was the banner message we configured on our router, and you can see we are now in our router. So I can now come here and do enable conf t, right? So we are now inside our router. And now inside our router. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward, but let me just do something. I think something is missing. Sorry, that was an error, but I think something is missing here. Let me see my lines again. Yeah, my line console 0 is positive. Okay, so let me just try to exit. Exit. All right, so uh, password. That's 123. Okay, so it's going to be Cisco. Right, Cisco enable password 123. Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. So yeah, the configuration for our router configuration is now correct and no good to go. So our SSH is functioning well, right? So you can see. Oh, now let's just try something, right? So this is my router. I've entered through my router now, and I have choose net, right? It's showing my router name. So let me try and rename. Let me try and change my host name from. I want to change my host name from one of these laptops. So let me just come to this laptop 4, and I want to come here and say, oh, SSH login admin 192.168. Or we can even do usenet.local. So instead of the the IP address, what's wrong? Goes wrong. Goes wrong. Why is it taking so much? Why is it taking so much? Let me exit from here. What's happening? Uh, okay. Oh, it's TuneNet. Oh, that was a mistake. All right. So it's TuneNet. So let me just see this. Stop. Stop. So SSH SSH login admin net. There's a mistake. Local. Yeah, why is this taking forever? Oh, IP configuration is correct. So why is it taking so long? And just turn it off, and now I'll just proceed to log in with I just proceed to log in with the domain name instead now. Sorry, with the IP address of your router. So admin login admin 192.168.10.1. Okay, it's also taking time here. So what could be wrong? What could be wrong? What could be wrong? Let me try it from okay. So I need to ping. Okay, it's now active. So I don't know why it took so long. Um, yeah, this is my laptop 4. So my password, I think admin 123. Are you okay? Yeah, so it's correct. So from here I can do enable conf t. All right. Host name. I want to change the host name of this router now. You can see the host name is actually ChooseNet, but I'm trying to change the host name of the router from my laptop now. So I want to change the host name to Choose Network. Right. So I've changed this name from here. So I just do write memory. Now let me come to my router. Let me come to my router. Right. So you can see even without doing any refresh, the change has been implemented here. All right. So that's what we aim to achieve with this stream, and I hope you've been able to maybe get one or two. Right. So whether you are a technical person, if you're already in this field, or um, out of curiosity you got into my stream, or you're just someone who was just joining this stream to maybe give me a support, um, I hope you've been able to get something right. And no, this is just the basic network, and it's so straightforward, and no, you can always go by the stream, you know, practice, or try whatever I've done here and see if you will actually enjoy it. And I'm sure you actually enjoy it. So yeah, that's just it, right? So that's it. So we've been able to do something really cool on the stream, and yeah, it's just something basic and welcoming for a first stream, and our subsequent streams is going to be maybe a little bit technical, or we just have to we keep upgrading and climbing at different stages, and yeah, we just want to get better. That's just it. So we want to get better, and that's why we just keep learning and building and building. So in this channel, just expect technical stuff. We're just trying to build ourselves. And also one of the important things I'll be integrating in this stream is the use of AI, right? So the use of AI, or the implementation or integration of AI into whatever we are doing, cannot be overemphasized now, because AI will not take your job actually, but someone who knows how to use AI will actually take your job. So we need to get ready for this shift. The shift has started already, and we don't want to be left behind. Right. So AI is going to be something you'll be seeing frequently on this stream, and we'll be implementing this in all of or most of our builds, right? In most of our builds. So even some streams are going to be like AI generated labs for us to solve and all of that. All right. So that's just it. All right. So yeah, I just want to say thank you, right? So right now I can see, I have two people who are viewing this stream, who are yeah I want to give shout outs to Rebecca Alberton. Say well done. Thank you very much. Thank you for this is almost an hour. Thank you for locking in with us, right, for the past 50. I think it's about 52 minutes, right? So I hope you really enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope to see you in our next stream. That's going to be next weekend. Gospel in our lives. So we'll be here. You're going to build something amazing, something something fantastic, something we're all going to love, right? And we just keep building, right? Until next time we see again, just keep building, keep building. Also, by time we'll be coming on stream again, right? Someone already has something amazing to maybe show in the comments, or um speak up in the comment section of, oh, I did this after our last stream and all of that, right? So yeah, I think I've been able to really satisfy my conscience. Like I mentioned, it has been something I really want to achieve for a long time now. So since last year, I mean 2025, I've had plans of streaming content and technical content like this. I really want to help people grow. Right, I see a lot of people are shifting interest into cybersecurity, and I would like to, I would like us to, I would like us all to carry each other along, right? So I'm happy I am finally able to, satisfy this urge and hunger in me, and yeah, we just, we just keep building together, get better together, and do amazing stuff in this space together, right? So um, let me just appreciate everyone who joined again. Right, I just two viewers who actually follow this stream true and true from the beginning to the end. Olamide Tech Talk. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to have um you on my stream today, and yeah, thank you. And until next week again, just keep building. All right, I remain Jules, and see you next week. Thank you. Bye.